Dear students, welcome back. Hope you all are safe at home. In the previous class, we studied about Mauryan Empire. Today, we will discuss the last part of this chapter, Gupta dynasty. After the decline of the Mauryan Empire, the 4th century AD marked the growth of a new dynasty in the Gangetic plain, the Guptas. Chandragupta I, Samudragupta and Chandragupta II were the important rulers of the Gupta dynasty. A group of 9 scholars who lived in the court of Chandragupta II is known as the Navaratna. They were Kalidasa Khadagarphara, Shabanaga, Vararuchi, Varahamihira, Vedalabhatta, Dhanvantari, Amarasimha and Shangu. Have you heard these names? Many works were written in Sanskrit during the Gupta period. Kalidasa was the important literary figure of the period. Abhijnana Shakuntalam, Megha Sandesham and Kumara Sambhavam are his great works. Have you noticed the iron pillar in the picture? This pillar, constructed during the period of Chandragupta II, is presently situated at Mehrauli in Delhi. This iron pillar is the epitome of the smelting process of iron in the Gupta period. Varahamihira, Brahmagupta, Bhaskaracharya and Aryabhatta gave valuable contributions to the field of science in the Gupta period. Varahamihira and Brahmagupta made remarkable contributions to astronomy, Bhaskaracharya to mathematics and Aryabhatta to both astronomy and mathematics. The given picture shows the remnants of the Nalanda University, a famous educational center in ancient India. It was established during the Gupta period. Students from different parts of Asia came here in pursuit of knowledge. Thousands of students and hundreds of teachers were engaged in educational activities in the university. The Gupta period was marked by excellence in the fields of science, art, literature and education. These are the pictures of some monuments that we have discussed in this chapter. Each of them signifies the progress in a particular field. They are sculpture, script, architecture and education. Is it clear? By the end of the Gupta period, there was a remarkable decline in trade with distant lands. More people engaged in agriculture. There was an increase in social inequality during this period. This is an activity for you. The names of famous scholars of the Gupta period are given in the table. Write down the field in which they were famous. Let's revise this chapter. In this chapter, we learned about Mahajanapadas, Buddhism and Jainism, Maurya and Gupta periods. Settled life and spread of agriculture led to the emergence of Mahajanapadas. Magadha emerged the most powerful among the 16 Mahajanapadas that became the center of the Mauryan Empire. Jainism and Buddhism originated in the 6th century BC. The Gupta period was marked by the excellence in the fields of science, art, literature and education. The Nalanda University was one of the important educational centers in ancient India. Hope you all understood about these topics well. We will see you in the next class. Thank you.